But
you only in a British one. Your experience about that.
well, I mean the Friends of Liberation War Honour. I don't think any country has ever said thank you in that way, and they have thanked kings and presidents and prime ministers, as well as many others, and so it was a great honour to get that Friends of Liberation War Honour. This was 7 years ago, and they did it in different batches. When the name, when they published the preliminary list, and then I saw under UK Edward Heath, Harold Wilson, I said, what the bloody hell did they do in 1971? so actually the Labour Party, Harold Wilson's party, was in opposition and really pushed the government to do as much humanitarian assistance as possible. And some of Oxfam's supplies, including Land Rovers, were air freighted by the Royal Air Force. So and then when there were a number of Security Council resolutions put forward by the United States, which would have automatically be vetoed by the Soviet Union, Britain abstained in those votes, which was seen as a very pro-Bangladesh, pro-India action, you see. So that's how their names got on the list. But it was we were the first big batch in March 72, so it was very moving. It was beautifully organised, 4 days of different functions. And in fact, I will try, there is a film, a documentary film called Friends of 71, which the government funded, but somehow they don't seem to have distributed. But the Friends of 71, I have it, and I am invited often to different embassies when they have new staff coming in. So part of their orientation is to see this documentary film, which has a lot of archive footage and interviews with some of us who received this, and that's part of their sort of orientation of coming to Bangladesh. And then I talk about my experiences in Bangladesh. So, and then of course, quite some time ago, I can't remember how many years ago, but when somebody was saying, well, wouldn't you like to stay here for the rest of your life? And I said, well, of course, that would be very nice, but it's quite difficult. If you're with a project, an aid project, then automatically your visas are sorted out. And but if you're not with anything, then you have to keep running backwards and forwards to Bangkok and places like that. No, but you should be getting Bangladesh citizenship. So some people put my name forward, and so that took some time, and so then I was approached that would I accept, and I had to fill in all the forms as though I was applying. But normally, when well, you can apply, but it's very difficult to get. And even if you are married to a Bangladeshi, you can't get Bangladesh citizenship without giving up your British citizenship. But in my case, the Bangla form that I had to complete, which I completed in English, but said, do you wish to retain your present citizenship? If so, why? Well, then I said my sons are here and my sisters are here and so on. So that was not. But as Uday said, only 7 foreigners have been given full citizenship. Other people like Muhammad Ali were given honorary citizenship. I don't know how many people have got honorary citizenship, but there are only 4 of us with full citizenship who are still alive, and I'm the only man. The other 3 are women. So,
Good company for you.
so no, it obviously was a great honour, and I, in both with that honour as well as the British, the official thing with the OBE was for services to development in Bangladesh. So then my first reaction was, well, I'll accept the OBE in Bangladesh because it's related to Bangladesh. And then people said, no, this is something that will help you with your family connections and so on, and you must go and collect it from Buckingham Palace and so on and so on. So, but in a way, I felt I ought to receive it in Bangladesh and then invite, closest friends and colleagues. But anyway,
I'm sure you'll do it when you return.